Hey, welcome to another episode of Common Comic Covers, issue number 28. This is an appreciation podcast for non-key comics. I am Jeremy.
I'm Andy.
And welcome back.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody. I am taking a break. My son and I, my teenage son and I, are binge watching season 1 of the X-Files. So
Wow.
Neither of us are planning on sleeping tonight, not just because of the binging, but because of the X-Files.
Do you have work tomorrow though, right?
Oh,
Or is it?
I didn't even think about. Is it spring break?
I don't know.
Don't you have a kid that goes to school? Don't you know when spring break is?
I do, and she had it a couple weeks ago. But some places
like a month ago.
Was it? Oh man. Okay, maybe.
Yeah,
it was not. It was not
flies.
the same time as like other districts. Though it was a little bit different. But
all right. Well, we're here to talk comic books.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of it's just that time of season where I've noticed. I don't know if you know this. Comic books are a little cheaper on eBay right now. Like keys are still up there, but I am seeing some books that I've been watching for a while, and they are starting to go down in price. It's exciting. It's great news.
Yeah, I've had some comic books sitting on my eBay account, not selling for a while, but yeah, it's probably because they're overpriced. But
I did another purge. I think it's good to do purges every now and again just to clean out your collection, but then I'm restocking with some finer 1970s horror comics.
Yeah, that's good.
It just goes along with my X-Files.
Yeah.
And, well, we go back. We watch X-Files and then we watch Perot. Have you ever seen Perot?
Yeah.
We like Perot. I think Perot would be a good comic book series.
Yeah, because it was a book, and then it became
Agatha Christie. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, we are going to look at some common covers. We're going to do our dog and pony show. And Andy, why don't you start us off with common cover? What you got?
Oh yeah. So this is a little bit different, but I have two.
Oh man, we are okay. This is going to be good.
Oh really? This
is
great.
I don't have a Bugs Bunny, but
okay.
Keep going. This is good.
So this is Bugs Bunny. This is 355.
Is he in the Oscar Mayer Wiener vehicle?
He's in a race car.
Oh, okay.
Hot Rod Hare. So this is there was a 70s version of this one, but this is the original. I think it's the original. It's from 1951. And I was watching somebody going through like kids comic books online. I was like, that's a really cool one. And I think he prefaces like, here's a cool one. And so I ended up buying it. I bought it for $5. So I was like,
that's a great deal. Was that online or at the shop?
It was online. Yeah. So
Golden Age Bugs Bunny.
And then I got two. I got number 2 here.
Oh, nice.
And the reason I'm doing 2. So this was October, November 51, and this is Four Color 322. And all it had when there was from 1951. It didn't have a month, and it was like the same. So I don't know how.
Those are in surprisingly good condition for kids coming from 70 plus years ago.
So this has like a little thing here where like it's missing the corner here, and I think I detached the cover. Because it is detached cover. I think I was messing with it, and I detached cover. So yes, it looks really good, but it's probably a 1.8 or a.
Oh, okay. Well, it looks clean up here.
And then this is really a nice one, except for it has like a puncture tear right there, but you can't really see it. It's just like a slice.
And Roaring Rockets. They like their alliterations here, don't they? Roaring Rockets and Hot Rod Hare. I like it.
Yeah. So these comics are, I got a little note here by Ralph Heimdahl. And I didn't realize that I like his art. but I bought both these books because they were really cool covers.
So what'd you pay for that one? What's Porky Pig?
Oh, $5. $5.
That's a great deal.
Yeah, and actually, off topic, I bought this. This is the first book I bought. It was Fraggle Rock #1. I bought this for $5. He didn't mention it, but it's a Canadian price for it. And I was like,
it was meant to be.
And so I was like, oh, I got it. It is in much worse shape than I thought it was, but it's still cool. And then I picked up this book.
I would read Fraggle Rock #1.
Oh yeah. And then I picked up this book here. Same life sale, all for $5. I think I spent $25 with shipping for all 4 books.
Nice.
So great. But Ralph Heimdahl, Heimdahl. I did a little research, and he worked at Disney. He worked on Fantasia, Dumbo, and Snow White. And then he taught animation at the Disney School of Animation. And then he got the regular gig to do the Bug Bunny comic strips from 1948. For 30 years he did it, and then he also did covers for Bugs Bunny and Porky Pig. So
I love that little history that you just broke down for us.
Yeah, and both the covers are very similar in the fact that they are all kind of going to the corner. They're kind of in a vehicle going off in one direction. And it's not like super detailed, but I just love how clean, and I love the coloring. Just a really, these are golden age size books. They're cool. They present really fun.
I know you said the condition's not great, but the coloring is great still.
Oh yeah. Well, the condition is okay. Look at the like the gear, not the gears, but the gauges on the rocket ship is cool. Yeah. So I had a pair of I thought, the same artist, I can sneak 2 in for my my common comic cover. But yeah, beautiful books from the golden age, but you can get them reasonably priced. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to take us up to the Bronze Age.
Okay.
The bronze. I think it's bronze. Yeah, it's bronze. But I'm going to stick with the Saturday morning cartoons here with Popeye. I'm going to try to give you a good angle here.
Yeah.
Okay, this is Popeye 137.
I think all the angles on that lady are good. Look at her.
Okay. This is Charlton Comic Books from 1976. And yeah, so Olive Oil's not having that right there.
Yeah, she's got a bat.
She's got the bat, and there's Papa. He's smitten with she is Miss Vulture Island. She's Miss Vulture Island. This is the one and only Mr. Popeye himself, George Wildman. If you follow Popeye, you know who George Wildman is. He is most known for Popeye. He was an editor for Charlton for a while. Died in 2016 at the age of 88. But most Popeyes I don't know when he started, but most Popeyes are George Wildman.
Okay.
He's the guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's early golden age. Popeye starts. He's like King Comics #1.
Yeah, George might have been around then. I'd have to look it up.
Yeah, that's cool.
See this one okay?
Yeah. The 30-cent
price variant.
Nice.
I don't really know if that's not a variant.
No.
But it's 10p in the UK.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like that because the plastic it's in was made in this century, looks like. Sounds good.
What?
Yeah. The plastic that it's in
my bag and board?
Yeah, are newer than 30 years, it looks like. It's not super yellow. I was taking shots. I
put it in this bag and board.
Yeah, I can tell. You didn't buy it in the bag and board and then
this was in the dollar bin.
Nice. Yes, that's great. At which comic book store?
Giant Nerd Books.
Nice.
Okay. Our the next segment, we've been doing this for a few weeks now. We call it our Dog and Pony Show. This is our best of our best, what we want to pull out of our personal collection that we want to show off a little bit, but it's not showing off, it's not show and tell. We're going to put on a little bit of a Dog and Pony Show for you here. We're going to oversell it. We're going to make it. Not kidding.
You could this is a Grail comic book in my opinion, so you are not overselling it. Or maybe you are. Okay. Maybe you're underselling. You're underselling it.
What's your Dog and Pony? Let's see it.
All right.
Oh wow.
So this is my favorite Hulk cover, I think. That and the king size Hulk #1 with Steranko cover is really fantastic. There's a lot of good Hulk covers, but Hulk 5,
Jack Kirby.
Yeah, but just look at.
Can you take the glare? Can you take it out of the case?
No, I can't take it out of the case. No.
Can you? Is it cracked? And look at that. That is great.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the weld, but it's I don't know. So I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, 4.5.
Yeah, 4.5.
Did you buy it graded, or did you send this in to get graded?
I bought it graded. Yeah, I had one of those websites on Instagram. They're like deal of the day, and it was $575 shipped to my door. So this was I had 2 books that I wanted to get this year. This is the second of the 2. So I've accomplished my goal. I got the first crime comic book, and I got Hulk #5, which I think I like this cover better than I like the.
So does that mean you're not going to buy any more comic books until January of 2020?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, well, I got my goal ones. I have to maybe do different ones, but
gotcha.
Yeah. Actually, beginning of the year, I didn't pick this as my goal book, but then I saw it halfway through the year, and I was like, I want this book more than I want the other. What
do you love about the Hulk? What draws you about the Hulk?
Well, I mentioned that I had my parents got me the Hulk to read growing up, and because I was struggling with the reading thing, and I think I don't know. It's like it's nostalgia.
Yeah, it hits that dopamine. What Andy, do you still read comic books? I know you collect them, but I know you've talked about reading some trade paperbacks, but
yeah,
you've read some Gen 13s, but you read how much of what you buy? Well, no, that's not fair because I'm low too on that. I want to read all of it.
Yeah. So I don't know.
What right now?
When I buy collections, it's I can't.
Right, hard to catch up on all those. What right now? Because there's some books that I buy that it's going straight into the box or somewhere like that. But then there's others that I'm buying that's like it's going on my nightstand table. I'm reading it this week. Where you at with that?
So with my nightstand, I have the G.I. Joe Real American Hero graphic novels 1, 2, and 3. They've been there for a long time. I haven't opened them. I've read them once before, but I was like, I really want to reread these. These are really good. And then I'm currently reading the Captain America series.
I like my wife's nightstand table has Brene Brown, Dr. Becky. Really good, inspirational, inspiring. And then you mosey on over to my night table and there's some American flag.
Oh boy. Yeah.
And history of comic books.
Yeah. It's hard to make time to fully enjoy our hobby sometimes, I feel like, because it's
part of the hobby is just buying and collecting.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm also working on doing the pressing and cleaning, and submissions, and that all takes time, and then selling. And I shipped it off books to Canada this week for the first time, and that was much more difficult than I expected it to be. But yeah, I'm enjoying what I'm doing, and I don't read all the books. The hand of, anyways. Yeah, what's your dog and pony
My
show?
dog
Jay?
and pony show. I'm excited. I read these. Speaking of reading,
Oh, okay.
books, I read both of these. They came this week, and I was kind of like a kid. So these are books I've been wanting for a while because I read about them in the history of the comics, and I was like, oh man, those sound really cool. And so I snagged it's Chilling Adventures in Sorcery, as told by Sabrina, numbers 1 and number 2. These are the only two that are as told by Sabrina.
Okay.
For number 3, it's just Chilling Adventures in Sorcery. And I think part of that is because they're a little dark. So I love this first one. They're a little dark and they're a little ridiculous. This story right here. Okay, so this boy is born with 4 arms. You know, it happens, and is locked in the attic in chains. And then one day he breaks the chains. He escapes. Where does he head? Of course, he heads to the swamp.
Oh,
and the townspeople see him. And they're like, we got to get this guy. And they're looking all over for him. But then coming through the forest and the swamp is a blind girl. She's blind.
That's what
And she loves him for who he is. And she falls into quicksand.
Oops.
Yeah. And
that never happens to me.
Well, I mean, I think anyway, so she falls into some quicksand. The townspeople are like, too bad. But then the 4-armed man saves her and like lunges her out of the quicksand, but then he is now in the quicksand and he dies.
Because the townspeople didn't care about him either.
No.
That's really a commentary on our failed social system, isn't it?
Oh wow, yeah. Yeah. So that's number 1. There's a few more stories in here, but
okay. So how much did that set you back? Because that is a cool book.
Oh man, so I bought these both from the same person. So I got I think, right? Yeah. I think I only paid like $20 for both of these.
Wow.
No, I think I got a good deal.
Yeah, is this eBay?
Yeah. And then number 2 was good as well. There it is. And it's kind of funny. Sabrina just like it's a big ant. Okay. Sabrina's just like at the beginning, like, here's another wild tale for you.
Yeah.
And then she's in the last panel, like, wasn't that great? Like this one, there's the second one in this, there's like Uncle Bruce. So he's not really their uncle. And then turns out Uncle Bruce is a vampire and he bites the kid, and the kid's like, Uncle Bruce bit me. And then they're like, no, it was this fork. Look, it lines up. And the kid feels horrible. He's like, oh, Uncle Bruce, I'm so sorry. And then Uncle Bruce is like, no, I actually am a vampire. And then he so stupid. But then he turns him. It goes dark. And Sabrina's like, and they lived happily ever after.
Oh, no. The end.
It's so.
Oh no!
Like, it's not so bad. It's good, but it's bad, and it's good. Like
it's cheese. It's super cheesy.
Yeah, I enjoyed reading them. Yeah, I don't know if when this came out in 1972, I'm not sure the market was ready for Uncle Brucey and Timmy, the 4-armed man.
Yeah.
So that's my dog and pony show. What do you got? What are you asking? You took a big breath there. I'm ready.
Oh yeah. No.
You want to talk about societal norms again, or like?
No, I was gonna say, like, the loosening up of the Comic Code Authority, and then all of a sudden the explosion of the vampire Marvel, or not, what is it, Universal horror kind of came back out, all those zombies and
Well,
Swamp
they
Thing.
I think it's the early 70s is when they redid the comics code so that they could loosen it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So I want to say, Stan Lee was in on that, a few other guys, but it was right around the early 70s at that. They loosened it up a little bit.
Yeah. So then all that stuff happened, which is right in line with Sabrina coming out in 1972.
Yeah. No, it was a good read. That's a fun run. I think I shared a Sorcery one last week, but those two, these are the. I think there's a French word that I was going to say, but I can't remember what it was. Like the chef's kiss.
Yeah, I don't know that word. There, that's it. Yes, I took French in high school, which was 30 years ago. What was it?
Yeah. I remember singing a song about a pizza in Spanish across the hallway from you. Boy, una pizza. And with that, thank you for watching episode 28. Subscribe, follow us on Instagram, leave a comment in the comments. It's been great seeing you all.
And as Ringo Starr says, peace, love, peace, love.